Hello everyone. Today we are going to give presentation on the topic mining expertise and interest from social media. So, with the increase in popularity of social media in the enterprise, it provide new opportunities for the organization to for the expertise location. So, social media can be very useful for expertise mining as it has variety of existing applications. It has rich data and the diversity of the user association with the content. So first we'll look what is the expertise mining. So expertise mining aims at finding people knowledge in a particular topic, and in this research paper it is specific to an organization. So the sources from which we can do the expertise mining are the project descriptions, human resource databases, professional articles, program codes, employees own file, or the emails. And these other part of the research is interest from social media, and many service provider use this approach for various applications such as job recommendation in LinkedIn, friend recommendation in Facebook, and whom to follow in Twitter is also determined using the application of interest from social media. Social media in the enterprise has introduced many other applications that allow user to share and interact, including blogging system, wikis, community, social bookmarking, microblogging, file sharing, and people tagging. And with these applications encourage users to contribute and participate by commenting, tagging, joining, sharing, liking, and authorizing the documents. So, the diversity of both the content type and the user association with content suggests that expertise information derived from social media can be of great value. But in this research, we have found that typical public information, such as email or some personal information about the user, is very sensitive and it might lead to privacy issues. Hence, we have avoided these applications in this research paper. So, in this research, the survey consists of 670 participants, and the retrieved result comparison was based on the participants' self rating on 342 topics which has been chosen. And the final data sources for the analysis consist of the blogs, wikis, forums, microblogs, community, shared file, people tags, etc. And the survey consists of two semantics for the comparison or the analysis of result, in which the user which has whether the user is expert in a topic or whether the user is just interested in a particular topic, which will be further explained by Harman.
So based on the context, they have used different kinds of data extraction for using the social media applications. In their internal system, they have these listed applications. First, blogging system. In blogging system, they allow users to write blogs and comments, and from that they are extracting the main features. Second is a social bookmarking system. A social bookmarking system is the system that allow user to share the bookmarks of the internet pages. And then they made their online social media community where user can create and join the communities of their interest, where they can share or bookmark blogs, files, wikis, etc. Then they made their file sharing system in which users can upload their files and which can be shared and downloaded with other users. And form system, in this the users make a new thread and discuss about the particular topics. Then they introduce the microblogging system, in which the users write the short messaging up to like 500 characters, like it is just like a Twitter. And then they made a people tagging system, in which people tag other employees and other users on their skills, like hashtag Java, hashtag Python, so that they can categorize which user is expertise in which particular field. And then they have wiki system, in which multi users can upload their data. So based on the data from all these systems, they made their data model, and in which they are retrieving the relevant information from the documents that are similar to the query, and then they are scoring persons and making the association weights with those documents. And for defining the association rules, they have made various parameters for different kinds of applications. Like for the bookmark application, they have used bookmark web pages and user association with the tags. For the associated rules, for files, they're using the all files shared with the users, like their metadata and the content of the file. For microblogs, like they use the messages and the profile page of the user. And similarly for blog post and wiki page, they are using the document of the index and the related document content. So based on the data model, they have, as you all can see that they have made a table in which they have the associations like authors. In the first blocks, they have authors and commenter and liker. So based on that, they have associated 25,886 people which are associated with those content and those comments. Based on that, they all these systems, they have made the people that are associated with them. And then for indexing of the query to find a for to find expertise of a particular person, they have tried to make their own query. They indexed all the content and metadata available on every document, like blog posts, form threads, wiki pages, everything. And they have made a indexing of that data. And for their data, they have made their own formula, as you can see on your screen. Here, D of Q is the collection of all the documents retrieved for a query Q, and T of D is the number of days passed since the document was last updated. And similarly, P of P is the score defining the popularity and authority of that score document. And S of Q is the cosine similarity between the query and the document. So based on the data that they have captured, they have modeled it. Now they try to validate how much accurate is their data. So they conducted a user survey on 25 topics, and for every topic they had asked two questions, as explained by my first partner, that what is the level of their expertise and what is the level of interest in that topic. And participants are supposed to rate their replies in a 5 Likert scale. Suppose like 1 is for the lowest and 5 is for the highest rating. So for evaluation, now they have the data and they have to compare. So they try to do the evaluation measures. They have index, they have individuals are retrieved from the unified index of every application, and they have to compare that with the survey. But since there are many users who have not provided the feedback, and there are topics on which they have received less than 10 feedbacks, so they have ignored those topics. Since so they don't have a complete data, so the common survey for survey evaluation is NDCG, which cannot be applicable here because they have a partial feedback. So they use overlap analysis, which my partner is going to explain.
So yeah, talking about the analysis, what this paper is discussing about. So the paper calculated the percentage of the people who are really co-occurring at the top 100 results returned by each pair of the 8 social media applications. Along with that, the authors they also calculated the mean across all queries, and at least 100 queries they were run across whole database, and approximately 8 applications they were run through it. Indeed, in the diagram, you can also see that the higher overlap are being indicated by the stronger color of blue, and the bottom rows also show the average overlap of each of the applications. And in the diagram, you can also see that a blogs and a microblogs they have the highest average overlap of approximately 5.9%, and they're also the pair with the highest overlap out of all pairs with approximately 13.4. Next, talking about expertise and interest ratings. So, expertise ratings are distributed symmetrically with a center of about 3 and with a very slight inclination about a positive rating that is approximately 4. And the average rating was approximately 3.4. Along with that, interest ratings, on the other hand, have significantly higher with, I think, with an average of about 3.43. More than 50% of the interest ratings are positive and nearly 30% are 5. And also the result indicate that the participants of the survey are generally interested in the topics they are asked about. For example, like in which they have expertise, and also these particular ratings are also distributed normally for this thing. Coming back to the mark, which is also known as a mean average rating for K results. Here, it also basically shows all the expertise ratings for profile tags, communities, microblogs, blogs, files, wikis, bookmarks, and forums. Here we can also see that profile tags yield the most precise rating with average results of a rating about 4.5 for top 10 results and 4.5 for the top 100 results. Along with that, communities are the second with the most precise source of expertise interference. And along with that, high values can be attributed to the high number of user associations with the communities. Microblogging, such as Twitter, is also a precise data source, and this is actually a new form of social media, and it is characterized by short but few frequent messages. Along with that, the blogs, they are the next most accurate source compared to the microblogs because blogs occur less frequently but are richer in content because when people write about the blogs, they write a whole story about their experience. Coming back to wikis and files, they behave similarly to each other, while forums appear to be least precise data source because forums are used to address ad hoc problems like programming languages, which is not an area of expertise for everyone. Next, talking about mark ratings for interest ratings, mark results, sorry, for interest ratings. So here communities are very close to profile tags, as you can see in the diagram as well. And the user set of communities is even stronger integration of interest and than for their expertise. In addition with that, profile tags are relatively stronger as compared to the expertise, and microblogs are still third, but with a smaller difference from the microblogs. Talking about the next slide, it's about the recall results. So the mean average rating reflects the precision of the results. However, it does not distinguish between the applications according to the number of experts they cover for any given topic. So the complement is the authors also started using up the recall at the rate K measure, which is defined as a portion of the individuals who rated themselves 4 or 5 depending upon the top K results. So in this case, the top K results were taking about to be 100 of the results which are taken from the 8 social medias. So in this case, from the graph, we can again see that both profile tags and communities which have the higher precision rates are reflected with the mean average results have the lowest values of the recall, and with the communities having the lower than profile tags for expertise but having a higher interest rate when the K is high. Last but not the least, we have the association comparison. So association comparison between the mean average results and the recall results, it is also shown in your diagram. So in this case, mean average results reveal subtle differences between expertise and interest ratings. For the blog application, both the commenter and yielder they basically yield slightly better results and author association for expertise. For bookmarks, again, there is a substantial difference in a favor of tagger over the bookmarks for both expertise as well as for the interest. And talking about this finding also suggests that the bookmarks content itself is noisy and that focusing solely on the tags actually yields more results. For the file application, they have the largest number of association types, whereas for the interest, authorship results the best results, where the liker is least effective. Now, I will give it to Swati for discussion about this topic.
Thank you, Samardeep. So let's discuss about the results. so, um, so in terms of precision, according to MAR-K, profile tags in the communities seems to be the most efficient social media application sources. In addition to that, there are the three applications that run out of the most precise, are relatively sparse in content. So these are the profile tags, which are solely depend on tags. Communities are based on the meta tags, and the micro blogs are based on the short content, which is limited to 500 character per messages. So applications with the heavier content such as the blog, file, wikis are shown to yield less accurate results. And if we go to bookmark, which has very less content, it just considered with people association and with tags, and it produces the higher precision as compared to the applications which has higher content. Then the next one is the aggregation. So if we aggregate all the 8 sources, that will yield higher recall value as compared to a single application for both the expertise as well as for the interest result. It will also enhance the precision, plus it will improve other desired qualities such as diversity, serendipity, etc. And the analysis also shows that there is a significant difference between the ratings of expertise and interest. If a list of people, since this research consists of self-rating themselves, a user, so usually prefer to be interested in a topic rather than being an expertise. So this can be useful for applications where people are interested in a particular topic, and they may be establishing a community around a topic, creating a distribution list, or arranging a brainstorm meeting around the topic. So the set of the people interested in a topic can also help to distribute a meeting around the topic. They can discuss the ideas, give a project or another piece of information. So let's move to the future scope of this research. Uh, so, uh, so the social media based expert can be used by using social relationship data in addition to the topic relevance. So in this research, we have just used the person's relevance to the topic and did not consider the social relationship factor. For example, it has been shown that collaborating sources such as files, wikis are more accurately reflects the person's strong ties than socializing sources such as people's tag and blog. The another aspect which we should be considered is the detailed expertise evidence that should be given or provided to determine the expertise of a user in any social application. For example, it can be shown that an individual is returned as an expert because he or she is a member of 3 relevant communities, authored 2 related blog posts, and commented on 3 wikis on subjects. Furthermore, the analysis in this particular research is done on a single organization, so it can be done on the numerous organization to validate or extend the work. And then uh, the exploration of the social media can be done outside the firewall, where the employees' expertise can be derived because as employees are often active on external blog forums, business related social network sites, and other applications, and the combination of enterprise and the external data is likely to further enhance expertise location. So, in conclusion, we can sum up with the belief that social media is an efficient way in an organization to mine expertise data. And the evaluation described in this paper as an need for mining knowledge and preference in 8 different social network applications, which can further be done in other organizations considering other aspects such as investigation of application specific expertise mining combining with network analysis technique. So that's all about our presentation. These are our references, and thank you.